Political unrest in Venezuela is causing Gary Griffith, the leader of the National Transformation Alliance, to worry about a possible influx of undocumented migrants into Trinidad and Tobago. He raised these concerns at a recent press conference and criticized the National Security Council for not being proactive in light of the situation. Again, reporter Candice Jackson with the details.
Riots continue to plague Venezuela as citizens claim the recently held elections were rigged, resulting in Nicolas Maduro continuing for another term. Meanwhile, the National Transformation Alliance's political leader Gary Griffith fears what the unrest in the neighboring South American country could mean for Trinidad and Tobago.
We have a situation where it is quite likely, because of the volatile situation, because of the fear of political victimization, the fear that the lifestyle will get even worse in Venezuela as is now, there's going to be a virtual influx of tens upon tens of thousands of Venezuelans entering Trinidad and Tobago illegally because of based on desperation.
While Griffith stated he has no ill thoughts toward Venezuelans, he is concerned about the social problems an uncontrolled influx could create.
It becomes a byproduct towards persons coming in here and they be unemployed. If they're unemployed, it can cause them to turn to a life of crime. And even if they get a job, they can get a job now in atrocious working conditions because they are not registered. By them not being registered, it means that employers can now hire them below the minimum wage.
Griffith criticized the National Security Council for not being proactive and failing to prevent people from illegally entering the country's borders.
You'd have done a National Operations Center, have a holistic plan to ascertain the intelligence report to see if this is going to take place. And to prepare for it, we have 7 Coast Guard vessels that are now parked in Stobles Bay right there. Several of them should be right now in that southwestern peninsula between Venezuela and Trinidad. We should also have all the police stations. We speak about high alert. They should be on high alert.
He called on the National Security Council to mobilize the Defense Force for underground patrols and monitoring of hotspots where undocumented people may be entering. In the meantime, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley remains neutral on the Venezuelan crisis, adopting a position similar to CARICOM's to allow Venezuela to resolve its problems internally. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.